Grizzlies get the opening tip, but it comes back to the Wolves. Outside, here's Gaddison. Shot clock's at 7. King into the paint. Blocked there by Sam Mitchell. Benjamin. The first basket in GM place.
Vancouver has to be careful. Here we're going to get another look at Benoit Benjamin calmly turning around and knocking in a jumper to beat the shot clock with the Timberwolves.
Lou Edwards into Gaddison, watched by Gugliotta. Gaddison's got it.
Tough hook with Kenny Gaddison right in the face of Gugliotta. You can use your forearms, but not your hands. And here we get a look at Kenny Gaddison. I really like Kenny's game. I think he's been a big plus for the Vancouver Grizzlies to be able to pick him up in the expansion draft. Vancouver should try to take advantage of Benoit Benjamin, get him the ball down low.
Lou Edwards looked for the shot through the legs of Anthony, and Benoit Benjamin was there. Here's Edwards, wide open shot, drives off the glass and in.
That's Lou Edwards' game. When he can knock in the outside shot, that's bonus. And use his jump shot. Leitner has a tendency to play with the ball and not take advantage of his quickness or his shooting ability.
Benjamin with the hook shot.
But he's a point guard that really can handle the ball well, penetrates, and is good in the open floor.
To Gaddison underneath and count it. He'll go to the line.
Kenny Gaddison, who uses his strength. Kenny Gaddison is one of the stronger guys on this team. We'll see this look away pass. And Gaddison going up. Watch the way he pauses, reacts to the foul, and still has the concentration to finish it off. Living up to every possible projection they may have had for him.
Marquise Bragg loses the ball, then gets it right back. Davis underneath, they're wrestling for it. Edwards looked like he kicked it, got it back. Here's Derek Martin. Chris King spins into the paint. Benjamin tips it in.
And defensively tries to get his hands on the ball at all times. And again, we get a look at that penetration going to the hole, and Benoit following up Chris King's miss with the tip and his own miss. And bring Byron Scott off the bench, and now you have some scoring coming off the bench, and a good shooter to do that.
6 seconds left in the quarter. Byron Scott with a three-pointer. 4 seconds left in the opening quarter. That will be short. What a first quarter for both teams. The Minnesota Timberwolves 27, Vancouver Grizzlies 26. Byron Scott off the bench from three-point land. We'll be back with more. Second quarter upcoming, the NBA on CTV.
Officials on the court. Their NBA is hoping that by January, possibly February, they'll have a third replacement official. Greg Anthony.
West, Porter for three. Byron Scott, 4-on-2. Grizzlies, Scott through the middle.
And that's why you want Byron Scott coming in off the bench. He can give you that spark. Enabled the T-Wolves to go on a run.
53-42, Minnesota at halftime. The NBA on CTV.
Get the shot up over the big man.
Kenny Gaddison.
Kenny Gaddison, he has those big hands. He takes that ball, holds it up, and just get Kenny Gaddison and Benoit Benjamin into this ball game. They have to give him more attempts. Benoit Benjamin 4 of 5 in the first half, but only 5 shots made 4. You have to give him the ball more.
Edwards shovels it to the hoop. Gaddison is underneath again.
Well, that's one way to get it. Go after it on the offensive glass.
Sam Mitchell, steal by Chris King all alone. Look out for Terry Porter.
And that's what Stu Jackson loves about Chris King. He's got great hands. He always gets a piece of the ball. Very active and solid in the open floor.
You mentioned Kenny Gaddison getting into the rhythm, getting into the game. Gaddison with the soft touch here.
Good position. He knew where the defense was and just rolled to the basket. And here, aggressively following not only Blue Edwards' miss, but his own miss, and then finishing it off with the dunk. Doing a good job of walking him in to try to get down low.
Blue Edwards to Anthony. Edwards.
Nice pass.
Gugliotta again strong underneath. Anthony scrambles, feeds to Gaddison, off the glass and in. 10-point lead, 40 seconds left, third quarter. Michael Williams swings it back. Three-point attempt is off. Benjamin to Harvey. Stolen by the T-Wolves. Rooks to the hoop. And here's a look at the other end. Antonio Harvey double-teamed.
Well, Antonio Harvey put in an awkward situation. He was surrounded by Timberwolves, didn't have a chance to even bring the ball down, and Sean Rooks, the recipient, and Benoit Ben.
7 seconds left. 5 now on the clock. Looking for the last shot. Williams. Yes!
Oh, my goodness.
Minnesota Timberwolves howling tonight in Vancouver. Buzzer beater. Michael Williams got it. Grizzlies trying to bite into a 13-point lead. Derek Martin, baseline.
Oh, my, that was a tough in-your-face jumper by Derek Martin. Scott overthrew it. Here we get another look at that shot right in Michael Williams' face.
Rooks out to West in the paint. Blocked there. Here comes Blue Edwards off the bench. Harvey's got it. Harvey to the hoop. Look out.
And the crowd's on their feet with that one. An incredible dunk.
Antonio Harvey soaring. We might see that one on Inside Stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
This may have been the igniter. Antonio Harvey with the big jam. Grizzlies with the rebound, but Kevin Garnett. Ball bouncing all over the place. Grizzlies hold on. Here's Derek Martin. The crowd is in this game now.
Derek Martin with the hesitation, taking it to the bucket. And I'll tell you what, Antonio Harvey is creating all this with the dunk.
It's loud in here now, Leo.
Oh, and this is why it's loud in here, Rod. Antonio Harvey hustling, going after the basketball, and at the other end, hesitation, and Derek Martin blows by Christian Laettner.
15 on the shot clock. Martin to Scott. The isolation here. The shot, it goes! Byron Scott. 14 points and the foul.
Setting up.
Martin. Gaddison working on Laettner. Back out to Edwards, who drives and hits.
Excellent body control. Blue Edwards taking the ball into the middle.
Gaddison goes baseline, had Laettner off his feet. Martin, shot clock at 8. Martin trying inside. Derek Martin. Williams stolen by Scott all alone. Oh my.
And that's what you have to do down the fourth quarter. You want to take the ball to the basket, as we see Blue Edwards getting a hand on the ball, creating. And how about that block? Blue Edwards taking the defense out. He completely took Sam Mitchell out of the play.
Wonderful comeback by the Vancouver Grizzlies with a minute 33 left. Steal by Laettner, but the Grizzlies got it back. Edwards bounces to King. Back out to Greg Anthony. The shot. The Vancouver Grizzlies have the lead.
Offense, they're making some big shots here. Greg Anthony, no hesitation whatsoever, knocks in the top of the key jumper, and he's pumped. This entire Grizzly team is pumped.
The last time it may have been this loud in Vancouver was at last year's Grey Cup when the BC Lions won. Can the Vancouver Grizzlies go 2-0? 40 seconds left. Scott! Gugliotta! Gaddison fought Leitner. Here's Porter. Lou Edwards came down with the ball. We have a foul going the other way. Off again, but he's got it back. And fouled again. So Lou Edwards will get another shot at the line.
Missed 4 in a row, but no. Lou Edwards makes the 4th one.
20.2 seconds left. Grizzlies leading by 3. And this house is rocking. Everyone on their feet. Porter. Out to Leitner for 3. Got it!
Christian Leitner over Chris King.
14.7 seconds left. 8's on the board. 88-88. Look at this. Christian Leitner with the 3. Final moments of the 4th quarter when we come back. It's Lou Edwards inbounds. Greg Anthony freed up. 10 seconds left. They'll look for the final shot. 6. Anthony. 3. Off. Last shot, Scott. After the buzzer. We will have overtime. Overtime at GM Place. The Timberwolves and the Grizzlies on CTV.
Chris King doing a solid job boxing out, gathering that ball.
Lou Edwards. Anthony for 3. 95-94 Vancouver. Under 2 minutes in overtime left. 9 on the shot. The Skywalker does it again.
Oh, that was a big-time reaction by Antonio Harvey.
There's Leitner, who tied it up in the final seconds of regulation time. Leitner, the go-to guy, gets it.
Wow, Christian Leitner.
30 seconds left. Mitchell at the top. West, Gugliotta, up and down. Didn't call it. Porter for 3. Pressure from the T-Wolves. 18 seconds. The Grizzlies will play for the win. 11 seconds. Anthony watched by Porter. 6 seconds. 4. Byron Scott. 2 seconds. Yes!
Chris King!
Chris King has won it for the Grizzlies.
Incredible play. Chris King coming out of nowhere for the winning tip-in.
Are 2-0 to start the regular season. Final seconds in overtime. Byron Scott with 2 seconds threw it up. Didn't go. And underneath, Chris King is the king tonight. An expansion team that goes 2-0. A city suddenly in love. 100-98 Vancouver. What a start, Leo Rowdies.
A tremendous introduction to basketball in Canada and in Vancouver, Ron.
The Grizzlies win their home opener. Good night, everybody, from Vancouver.